Okay, we're here at 22nd Street, and this is PCH. Basically, it's Front Street here. But this is Pacific Coast Highway. It cuts through Oceano, small community of Oceano. And there is an antenna here that's controversial. I have my suspicions of what it's actually being used for, as opposed to the official story that we're given to us stupid citizens that don't understand engineering. So yeah, this antenna over here, I made 2 videos about it, and I'm going to make another one here. See here, 2050 22nd Street. I'm walking right up to it. I'm showing you where this antenna is, and you'll see on Google Maps. You got to ask yourself why Google Maps has erased this antenna from the street view. Check the street view on Google Maps. I'm walking up to it right now. They've erased it. They don't want you to know it's there. This is the 3rd video I'm making about it. I believe that this antenna does a couple different things. First of all, and I've explained this in several different ways, but I'm going to put it very simple. This antenna can collect data that's necessary for the government to find out how and where these extraterrestrial space vehicles are coming through the atmosphere into our dimension. So when they come into our dimension, they're actually a physical being. And because of that, now they have to be governed by the laws of physics. And when they enter the atmosphere into our dimension, they cause a vapor trail, an invisible vapor trail, not a real vapor trail, but a electro-optical signature. How is this happening? So, you've been wondering why the government's been spraying the skies right above you. You see it happening all the time. Look, there's a moon. And when they're doing this geoengineering, when the government pays for capabilities, they want multiple capabilities. For example, when they spray those tiny particles of reflective aluminum in the air right above your head, you see them spraying every day. They call that chemtrailing. Well, that has another reason, another application, another capability that they want it to use it for. When these space vehicles come into the atmosphere, you still can't see them because they reflect. Remember, your eyes can only see a certain wavelength, a certain band of wavelengths. After that, you can't see things that are in front of your face. So you can't see, you cannot detect 99.9% of the universe with your own senses. This is well known and documented. So this is the antenna here. You see that? It looks like a tree. It's not a tree. It's an antenna. It's a fake tree. So basically what happens is when these space vehicles come into the atmosphere, they kick up all those particles that are suspended in the air in a gas form. Okay, they're still up there. You can't see them. When they kick up these particles, they cause a vortex when they come in, and they have little lasers, ground-based and satellite lasers, that are constantly scanning that area at a certain wavelength. When those vehicles come in, they kick it up, and those reflective particles bounce off. Remember that vortex that's created? Those particles are spinning now. When they shoot a laser up against it, Daisy, don't pull me. When they shoot a laser up in the air, they can actually see the trail going through because those particles bounce back onto a detector, and they can actually map the entry of these vehicles, these space vehicles, extraterrestrial. That's the antenna right there that I've been talking about. It's not a tree. Let's go take a closer look. This is where it's at. Now don't go on these people's property because they have nothing to do with it. Okay? Right here. Pismo Coast Village RV Storage, 2250 22nd Street. Okay? That's the antenna. Right there. Now they call it a cell phone antenna, and it probably is a cell phone tower. But I'm trying to explain to you. Check Google's Maps. This address right here. They'll have this antenna. You see those? See that? That's an antenna. See that? It's not a tree. They've erased this from Google Maps, and you got to ask yourself why. I explained to you why they did it, why I think they did it. These vehicles come in, these space vehicles come in to our dimension. They kick up all that chemicals that are in the air, those aluminums, because they're chemtrailing. They're suspended up there, those chemicals. Okay, do you understand? They actually made a piece of aluminum and they coat it so no dust particles can stick to that aluminum. Do you understand how it works now? So there's many applications for this chemtrailing. People just don't understand when the government purchases large programs, they have several applications for these chemtrails and these ground-based antennas. Go Infantry or go home. Hoorah. Come on, Daisy. Let's go for a nice walk.